Share Bear. Share Bear was here. All right. Good morning. Hello, handmaid. Hi, Welshman. Share Bear. Good morning. Hi, Lee. Hello, hello, hello. That's better. Hi, Tasty Peanut. How is everybody? I'm on my phone. Handmaid, it's okay. Hi, Barry Barry. Barry Barry. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It is. Good morning, Barry. How are you? Hello, Lee. Hello, Lee. Tasty Peanut. I'm in a happy mood, says the Welshman. Yay. I like when people are in a happy mood. Good. Still no beach. It was supposed to rain, but look at look how beautiful the sky looks today. It's just a beautiful, beautiful sky. Oh, that's Daisy. I'll be right back. Sorry, guys. I had to go get Daisy. She was barking. Hi. Hi, honey. Hi. She was still in bed. Hello, Barry Barry. Share Bear. Good morning. Good morning. Hi, handmaid, says Lee. Magnetic North. Barry Barry says hi to Lee. Good morning, Share Bear. Welshman says, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Low signal. Oh, okay. Tasty Peanut says hi, Peter Harper. Hi, Peter. Good morning. Good morning. Guess what? I hit. Oh, did you hit 500 subscribers? Welshman? Is everyone having a good day today? Peter wants to know. Peter said hi. Hi, Peter. Handmaid says hi, Share Bear. Lee says hi, Peter. Peter says, I'm in the bowling alley. Oh, are you bowling? Are you a good bowler? Handmaid's good morning, Lee. 404, 96 to go. Oh my goodness, Welshman, congrats. Whoa, super de-duper. Awesome, awesome. See, hard work pays off. Well, happy Tuesday, everybody. It's Tuesday. Guess what? It's July 15th, you guys. We are officially halfway through the month of July that just started yesterday. Time's going so fast. July 15th. What? Hi, Daisy. Hi. Oh, my baby. You're so beautiful. Yes, you are so beautiful. Hey, John P. Hi, John. How are you? He says, Daisy's sister, good morning. Vincent's birthday tomorrow. Oh, 16. Oh, John, happy birthday to Vincent. John said hi. Hi, John. Hi, Bobby. Nice boats. Yeah, they are nice, aren't they? They're not mine, but they're nice. Welcome, Bobby. Hey, John. Welshman, I can't believe it. I went on to someone's live early this morning and got hit with subs. Awesome. That's what you got to do. Make new friends. Yep. Spread it around. Magnetic North says, hi, John. Welshman says, hi, John. How's it going? John says, blessing hugs. Thank you, John. Right back to you, buddy. Thank you. Thank you. Your voice still sounds great, Bobby. Oh, thank you, Bobby. Thank you. I got little Daisy here. And I don't want you laying on the floor. It's too dirty. Mama needs to clean the floor. They sure are nice boats. They are, aren't they? That's a nice boat. That's a nice boat. They sure are nice. Share Bear. John P says, hello, Share Bear. Sending lots of love. Good morning, everybody. You have mosquito screening in your room too? Yeah, right? Gotta have screens, right, John? Yeah. Yep. It's a beautiful morning today. It is, Bobby McGreen. It is. It sure is a beautiful morning. Let me show you what I'm working on, guys. I have a little to do here, here, here. But it's almost done. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Cutie, cute, huh? Lee, only 180 hours to 3K now. Yay. Yes, Lee. I put on your lives last night and it did not play. It only played one and then it shut off. So I'm going to have to replay you today. Hi, Bobby. Hi, everybody, Bobby says. Hi, Abigail. Hi, Abigail. Good morning, Abigail. John says, hey, Bobby, what's going on? James is here. Hi, James. Good morning, James. How are you? The kittens. Oh, thank you, Bobby. Thank you. It'll be done today. I'll finish it today. Thank you, handmaid. James says hello to John. John says hello to James. Abigail got 11,000 yesterday. Oh, Abigail, congratulations. Yay, Abigail. Abigail says she's doing amazing. I'm glad you're doing amazing, Abigail. Yay. Walshman says hi, Abby. John says hi, Abigail, too. Abigail. And your birthday, Abigail. Yes, I know it. Happy birthday. Lisa's hi, James. Happy birthday, Abigail. Hey, coffee cake emoji. Coffee cake emoji. Hello, young lady. How are you today? Everybody say hi to coffee cake. Coffee cake. Hi, Ryan. How's it going? Lisa's hi, Abigail. Lisa's okay. Thanks for trying All Lives. Also playing playlist album. Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna do it again. I can tell, like, if I wake up during the night, I can see if it's still on or not. And there's just a little bit of light, even though I turn it over. and there was light, it was running, and then I woke up during the night and it was not running. So I'm like, okay, I have to redo it. So I'll redo it. I don't know what happened there. I probably did something wrong. Bobby, it's my brother's birthday today. Also, happy birthday to your brother, Bobby. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Daniel, hey, Daniel Brown, how's it going? He says, good morning from New Zealand. Welcome. Hey, Daniel, welcome, welcome, Daniel. James says, hello to Lee, Magnetic North Adventures. Magnetic North says, hi, Ryan. Hi, Coffee Cake. She says, I'm doing okay. How y'all doing? Coffee Cake wants to know. I'm doing great. I missed the beach, though. I need to get to the beach, so it's going to happen very soon. If I can't go in the morning because it's going to rain, then I have to go at night. I missed the beach. Magnetic North says, hi, Daniel. Ryan says, I'll be right back. I'm still in my pajamas. Okay, Ryan. Coffee Cake says, hi, Magnetic. And James. Bev, hey, Bev. Bev says, hey, Daisy. Hey, Bev, how are you? Good morning, beautiful. Everybody say hi to Bev. John P says, Abigail, happy birthday. Yeah, happy birthday, Abigail. Abigail says, I love you, Coffee Cake. Coffee Cake says, hi, Ryan. Hi, Daniel. Goals are for you, Shelly. Shelly. Shelly, are you live? Okay, sorry, guys. Hello, Shelly. Abigail says, hi, Shelly. Ryan says, hey, goals. Peter Harper, it's nice to see everyone in the live stream, isn't it? It is. Thank you for stopping in. Appreciate you guys all so much. Lee says hi to Shelly. Shelly says today's the day. Shelly, today's the day. Oh my goodness. Are you nervous? Are you scared? You excited? I'll bet you're all those things, right? Yay, Shelly. Coffee Cake Emoji says, Abby did the Gale. Hi. Hi, honey. Honey's here. Hello, honey. Welcome. Abigail says, you look stunning today, Shelly. Shelly always looks stunning. John says, hi, Bev. Bev says, hey, Magnetic. Abigail says, where is Dirty at? Who's Dirty? Coffee Cake says, hi, Shellfish. Shellish. Shellish. Shelly. Shelly says, hello, Lee. Honey says, color, please. Ryan says, I'm back. Hi, Ryan. Welcome back. Coffee Cake Emoji says, hello, Bev. Lee says, probably a glitch. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what happened, but I will redo it tonight. For sure. We're going to get you there, get you there, get you. We have a goal in mind. Shelly says, hi, Ryan. Bev says, hey, John. Excuse me. Magnetic North says, hi, goals. Shelly says, hi, Bev. Hello, honey. Daniel says, Bish, how are you? You good today, my friend? Seti's here. Hi, Seti. Welcome, Seti. John says, hey, honey. Seti says, hi, Daniel Brown. Magnetic North says, hi, Bev. Seti says, hi, Abigail. Shelly says, no, I was a minute ago. Quick to let everyone know to be there for Joey. Okay. Okay. All right, Shelly. Abigail says, hi, Seattle? I think, oh, Seti? Seti says, hi, honey. His and Hers Landscaping. Hey, you. Hey, His and Hers Landscaping. You're Brian, right? I think it's Brian. Welcome, welcome, welcome to tea time. Everyone say hello to His and Hers Landscaping, a new friend. You guys make some new friends, you know it. Seti says, hi, John. Bev says, hey, Abigail. Seti says, hello, everybody. The signal's so bad here due to a storm, I have dropped out. No signal. Have a good day. Bye, Lee. Don't worry about it. Have a good day, Lee. We'll talk to you later. I will run on your playlist tonight. Seti says, hi, Bev. Shelly, yes. Thank you so much. I'm nervous. Oh, Shelly. Breathe. Breathe. Take it all in and just relax. Abigail says, good luck, Shelly. Bev says, hi, Seti. Shelly says, I haven't slept at all. I'm packing. Oh. Aw. John says, what's up, Shelly? Shelly says, thank you, Abigail. Coffee cake to the cake. Shelly says, Rubberneck, hey, Rubberneck, good morning. They had to reschedule my doctor appointment because my doctor is sick. Oh, until when? I was thinking about you last night when I was in bed. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, Bev says, hey, goals. Hey, nobody really. Daniel says, hi, Bev, how are you? Rubberneck, rescheduled for Friday. Hopefully he won't be still sick. Okay. And today's Tuesday, so it's only a few more days. Oh, try to just breathe. Try to just breathe. Hi, Share Bear. Share Bear says, hi, everyone. I missed getting ready for work. Hi, Share Bear. Did I miss you? I don't think I missed you, did I? Share Bear, hello, honey. How are you? John says, hey, nobody. Daniel. Honey says, love. Seti says, hi, Share Bear. Share Bear says, Rubberneck. Oh, good. Nobody really. Hey, nobody really. Is really somebody. How are you? Nobody really. Daniel says, hi, John. How are you today, my friend? Shelly says, you asked me if I was live, and I was at 7 a.m. to let the chat know that in Arizona, I might not have a signal. However, Joy will still go live with the dad's girlfriend. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Shelly. Thank you. Sherber says, Rubberneck will continue to pray. Yes. Yes, indeed. Thank you. Thank you. Hi, Sorab. How's it going? Ryan says, thanks, everyone. Rubberneck, yeah, only bummer is I had to use a sick day for... Oh, maybe. Maybe you should treat yourself to something fun today. Welshman, Ryan, you get another subscriber. Hey, Sonal. Sonal. Good morning, Sonal. It's all about freedom. Nana of 5, Yvonne's here, too. Hi, Yvonne. Hi, Yvonne and Sonal. How are you guys? Shelly said, honey, I subbed to you. Good morning. Peter says, hi, Ryan. Ryan says, I have 355 subs. Congrats, Ryan. Woo. Rubberneck says, good morning, Sheer Bear. John uses emojis. Yeah. All right. I'm all caught up. Hey, Legendary Princess. Good morning, my beautiful people. Have a great day and wonderful day. Thank you, Legendary Princess. You too. I hope you guys are having a good summer. I hope you're making lots of memories with your son. Having fun. Peter says, hi, Rubberneck. Welshman says, Sonal, good morning. Shelly says, hey, Princess. Sonal says, keeping you in my prayers, Rubberneck. Thank you, Sonal. Uncle Hairball, morning, y'all. Everyone say good morning, Uncle Hairball. Good morning, my friend. How are ya? Ryan says, Princess Rubberneck, thanks for the prayer, Share Bear. Shelly says, hi, Uncle. Sonal says, good morning, Peter. Rubberneck's using that new emoji. We got a new emoji. I hear all kinds of sirens. You guys hear the sirens? Lots of sirens. Sonal says, good morning, Welshman. Uncle Hairball said, disappointed, but okay. Why are you disappointed? Why are you disappointed? What did I miss? Did I miss something? Rubberneck says, thank you, Sonal. That's very nice. I appreciate it. Why are you disappointed, my uncle? Shelly says, yeah, I hear it also. Okay. I love you, bro. Sonal says, Welshman. Shelly says, wow. Sonal says, hi, John. Tina, hi, Tina. Tina, our friend Tina. When you hear sirens like that, it's one of two things. One is a bad accident, or excuse me, one would be an accident, because they act that way even if it's a fender bender. And two would be a boat came ashore somewhere. Now I have 356. John says, Tina, Tina, Tina. Message retracted. Hello, hello, hello. You guys, it's July 15th. Can you believe it? John says, what's up, Uncle? Who disappointed? Someone needs to get appointed. Sonal, you're so cute. Okay. Fishing and hunting outdoors. Hey, fishing and hunting outdoors. How are you? Everybody say hi to fishing and hunting outdoors. Welcome, welcome, welcome. welcome and good morning, fishing. Ryan says hi to Sonal. Hello, Sonal. Wow, everybody. Look how beautiful day it is. Look at the clouds. Hmm. Very beautiful day. Nana, a 5. Yvonne, how are you, Yvonne? How's my friend Yvonne doing? Tina says, I'm disappointed. Why are you disappointed, Tina? What's up? Fish and Hunting Outdoors morning to you. Daisy, good morning to you too. Fish and Hunting Outdoors, welcome in. Welcome. Barry said hi. Hi, Barry. Ryan says, my Fortnite server's not responding. Daniel Brown says it's rain and windy in New Zealand. Sorry to hear that. Hopefully it clears out and you have a nice rest of your day. Shipper says, I'm all off today. Haven't even made my coffee or tea. Got to step it up. Oh, Share Bear was one of those days for me too. Yeah. Shake it off, right? Just shake it off. Start again. Someone says, I think Welshman gave me a red card because the other day I called him Welsh Mab. Called him Welsh Mab. Sheriff says, Sonal, Ryan, hello, everybody. Sonal says, hello, Share Bear. Uncle, the girl I met from the party, she's separated and planning to move back to Minnesota. Oh. Oh, no. Oh, Uncle, I'm sorry. Sorry to hear that. Well, just remember the fun you had when she was here. Yvonne says, hello, Tina. We have the number 5 in common. Yes, you do, Nana. Shibber sending love to Uncle Hairball. Peter says, everyone having a good day. I sure am, Peter, although my day just started. Brian's going to hit 360 next, yep. Oh, thank you, Sonal. I love that so much. Thank you, Sonal. And right back to you, too. Share says, I was the first one in today, Sonal. Yes, she was. Share Bear was here. Rubber next says, oh, sorry, Uncle. Yeah. Yvonne says, I'm drinking my coffee, getting ready to go to work. Oh, okay. Nana has to work. Anybody got any plans besides working today? At least I had a fun weekend, I guess. Yes, at least you had a fun weekend. Yep. Yeah, Share Bear, that sucks. Right, Hairball? Uncle Hairball, yeah. Uncle says, thanks, everybody. Sonal sending love to Share Bear. Share Bear says, oh, Sonal. You're number 1. Yes. Share Bear's number 1. That's right. You're all number 1. All of you are number 1. Peter says, hi, Uncle. How's it going? Gotta take Mom to the Wally World. Good luck, Uncle. Have fun. Tina says, that is a lot of rain. Oh, we had a lot of rain last night, Tina. Lots of rain. Mm-hmm. Oh, geez. I'm disappointed too, Uncle, for you, honestly. Uncle says, hello, Peter Harper. Uncle Hairball, I can imagine you're taking a lot today. Shipper, I try to stay out of the Wally World. Don't think I've been in one for about 6 months. If I go to Wally World, I want to go first thing in the morning, like super duper early, before it gets crazy. Yeah. Tina, I heard you're disappointed. Get appointed. That's right, Sonal. Tina, what's the matter, girlfriend? What's up, Tina? You guys want to see Daisy? It's just gonna make a lousy mood worse. I understand. I understand. We love you, buddy. We love you, Uncle. Hello, coffee cake. I hear you, buddy. Coffee says, hi, Sonal. Hey, Sonal. Did you notice our tree's growing back in? Look at all the green on the tree. Whoops. Sorry, guys. Rubberneck's using the emojis. Tina says, is that right, Sonal? Spadonia Adams, what's up, Daisy? Hello, Spadonia. Welcome. Rubberneck says, wow. Well, they butchered that tree, you guys, not too long ago. They cut it down to like nothing. And it's finally growing back. I'm disappointed because this is the second time I retracted my message because autocorrect. Welshman looks horrible weather at mine. Coffee cake, Miss Daisy, do you have a lot of mold issues in Florida? Not that I'm aware of. You gotta be very, you gotta make sure you have a place for rain to go. Otherwise, you will have issues. But I'm sure a lot of people do. LOL Sono. Y'all spank that thumb if you haven't already. Yeah, hit that thumbs up, guys. Thank you so much. Peter says, hi, Tina. Hi, Cookie. Lucy. Hey, Lucy. Warren's World. There's beautiful Lucy. Everybody say hi to Lucy. How are you, my friend? Tina says, Sonal, you and Chrome are going to get rid of autocorrect. Coffee Cake says, hi, Lucy. Hi, Peter. Sonal says, Uncle Hairball, stay strong. Everything will be okay. Everything will be okay. Absolutely. Hills and valleys, guys. Hills and valleys. You never know what's right around the corner, guys. You never know. Someone says, hello, Lucy, and anyone I missed. Lucy says, I'm doing fantastic. I love that. How are you, Daisy? I'm really good. I'm good. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. Lucy is a bright light, you guys. She's just so positive and fun. She keeps her channel, she's up on everything. I love it. Thank you for being here, Lucy. It's so good to see you. Nobody really is using emojis. Lucy says, hello, Sono, coffee, and Uncle Hairball. Coffee cake is never duck, right? I know. Sono, it's just another bump in the road. Yeah, it is. Awesome, Daisy. It's always good to see you. You too, Lucy. You too. Thank you so much for being here. Coffee cake says, somebody really? Hey, how's it going? Peter says, hi to Lucy. Uncle Hairball says, hey, Lucy, how you doing? Naveen. Hi, Naveen. Miss Daisy, welcome to my feed. Welcome, Naveen, to mine. Lucy Warrentroll says, I'm a light that always shines. You are. You truly are, Lucy. You truly are. Lucy says, hi, Naveen. West Country Mudlarks. Kelly, hi, everyone. Hi, West Country Mudlarks. How are you guys today? Actually, for you guys, that's good afternoon, right? Good afternoon, West Country Mudlarks. Coffee Cake says, hey, West Country. Hey, Naveen. Yeah, I'm caught up, everybody. All right. Well, here you go. Cheers to you guys. Cheers to you guys. Coffee cake said a floating heart. Thank you, coffee cake. Thank you, coffee cake. That's so beautiful. Lucy, is it raining there? Naveen wants to know. Coffee cake says hi, West Country. West Country says, we are grand. Hope everyone is good. Oh, I love that. I love that. That's so sweet. Yeah. Uncle Hairball says, I would never in my life intentionally Right, Uncle? I know it. Right on. West Country says, hi, coffee cake. Tina says, oh, crap. Carone's attacking Kyogre. Uncle says, life. I would never in my life intentionally tell someone to. Yep, I hear ya. If I'm going to say it, I'm going to say it. Hi, Mary. Mary's here, everybody. Say hi to Mary. Mary says, good morning, Daisy. Good morning, Mary. Happy Tuesday, people. Happy Tuesday. Oh, it's lovely to see everybody this morning. Coffee Cake says hi to Mary. Naveen says hello, coffee. West Country says I'm in and out, but got you playing. Thank you, West Country. Oh, thank you so much. You guys are so kind to me. I'm so glad I know you guys. Peter says hi, West Country. West Country says, hey, hi, Peter. Hello, Peter. Try to move away from the screen. Hi, Ronnie. It's a plane right overhead, guys. Radio Dude. Hi, Ronnie. Hi, Radio Dude. Ronnie said hi. Hello, Ronnie. West Country says hi, Mary. Radio Dude. Hi, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, Radio Dude. How's it going? Snad456. Hi, Snad. How are you? Snad said hi. Melinda's here. Melinda's been a member for a month. Oh, my Linda, we love you. Thank you so much. Good morning, my Linda. Ronnie says, how are you? All right, English, please, okay? We have to write in English here. Ronnie, how are you? I'm good, Ronnie. How's yourself? My Linda says, good morning, Miss Daisy in chat. I want to say good morning to my Linda Elliott. Rubbernecks, you all have a wonderful day. I'm going to go enjoy my paid day off. Yes. Got a few things to do. I want to go out and see you later. Rubberneck, have a great day. Yes, go have a fun, playful day. Thank you, Rubberneck. We'll see you sometime, okay? Take care. Be careful out there. Ronnie says, I'm good. Awesome. Uncle Hairball says, Wednesday. Wait, did I say Wednesday? It's Tuesday. Did I say Wednesday? Melinda says, thumb up 34. Thank you, Melinda. Radio Dude says, hi, Melinda. Ronnie says, raining here. It's raining. Sorry to hear that, Ronnie. Rubberneck, have a wonderful day. Awesome. I'd be doing that too. No work today. Go have some fun. Yeah. Yep. My Linda says, hello, Radio Dude. Brylon Farm. Hey, Brylon Farm. Everybody say good morning to our friend Stacy. Brylon Farm. You guys know her. She says, hello, friends. Hello, friends. Radio Dude, it's not Wednesday. I'm going back to bed then. Did I say Wednesday? Well, I'm sorry if I did. It's Tuesday, guys. It's Tuesday, July 15th. Radio Dude says, hi, Brylon Farm. Stacy, how are you today, young lady? Uncle Herbal says, Ronnie, that'll be enough of that. Oh, what'd I miss? Stacy says, hi, Radio. Good, Kelly, and you. I'm also good. My morning did not go as planned. I haven't been to the beach because every morning it's been raining or threatening rain. And I need to get down there, so I gotta figure something out. Even just for a few minutes. Ronnie says you are. Brightline Farm says, hello, Welshman. Yeah, Ronnie, we're gonna remove that, okay, my friend? Let's just talk nice stuff. We're here to have a nice, relaxing morning, okay? Let's chill out, sit back, grab a cup of coffee or a cup of tea or something, whatever you like, and just stop and breathe for a minute. Ease into your day, right? Sometimes I hit the day with my feet running, and it's like, some days I want to just chill, and that's what I'm doing today. Peter says, hi, Brightline Farm. Tina says, Ronnie, no. Tina, we're not doing that. Miss Daisy May, will you melt if you go out in the rain? It's not the rain, it's the lightning. No, I won't melt in the rain, but I'm afraid of the lightning. And down here, lightning, if they say there might be lightning, there might be lightning. Maybe I was wrong when I recommended reading children's books, Kelly. What? Maybe I was wrong when I recommended reading children's books. What does that mean? All right, that's what got deleted there. Uncle Hairball, okay. Peter says, hi, radio dude. According to Ronnie, that is a, oh, okay, I didn't see any of that. Radio dude says, hi, Peter. Okay, Stacy. I missed all that. I missed it. Funny. All right, thank you for deleting all that, you guys. I have the voice. You guys are hilarious. I'm not smart enough to be afraid of lightning. Yeah, people down here get struck by lightning all the time. I mean, it happens a lot. It happens a lot, you guys. You gotta be careful. If they say there might be lightning, there probably is. Thank you, Stacy. You're so funny. Oh my God. I didn't see any of that. I missed all that. A lot of planes today, guys. A lot of planes. Beautiful sky. I know it. The sky is really pretty, isn't it? I know it. Oh, I'm stuck. Yeah, it's really, really pretty. Yep, I agree. It's a pretty morning. Very pretty. Maybe the planes are taking people to Alligator Alcatraz. Maybe they are. That's far away from here. Someone says, hello, Stacy. Stacy. I'm in no mood for that kind of shenanigans. Shenanigans. Thank you, Uncle. Tina says the reason why Chrome thunderstorm Bronny, she was being gross and inappropriate. Okay. Thank you, guys. That's all I'm gonna say. Thank you. I trust you, and I trust you. You don't have to explain it to me. Now, doesn't that look like a bug? Ooh, sirens. More sirens. And what about that? What does that look like? All right. Radio Dude, gross and inappropriate. How did I miss that? Radio Dude. You're funny, Radio Dude. You are funny. Looks like a swan boat. The magic lamp. Looks like a weird skeleton key. Also good answers. Weird. It just is weird. Hello, Phoenix Fireside. Hey, Dolly, how are you? She says, good morning, beautiful blessings. Dolly, welcome, welcome. Everybody say hello to Phoenix Fireside. You know our friend Dolly. Happy Tuesday, young lady. Abigail says, love you, Phoenix. Linda says, good morning, family. Good morning, Linda. How are you today? Oh, my goodness, Linda, thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Uncle Hairball says, astronaut drop kicking a space worm. Oh, that's a good one, too. The right one looks like a shrimp walking. A shrimp? Yes, it does. It does. Yep. Phoenix says, I love you too, Abigail. Sono says, hello, Dolly. Hey, Dolly. Abigail says, hi, Sono. She says, hey, Phoenix. Hi, bro. Hello, A. I'm going to call you A. Hello, A. How are you? Lucy says, hi, Abigail. Phoenix says, Sono, good morning. Sono says, hello, Abigail. Phoenix says, hi, Lucy, love. Hello, A. What you doing? Hi. Hi. Hey. Hi. Hi. Hello, little baby. Hi. What are you doing? Oh, let's move the leash out of your way. There you go. Hi, baby. Oh, I love you. Okay, you gotta get down. Okay, you gotta get down. Get down. Good girl. Okay. There you go. Mint chocolate chip. Hey, mint chocolate chip. Hi, Richard. Okay, Herbal says, woof. Radio Dude says, hello, Dolly. And Conway Twitty Boys. The one cloud looks like Pinocchio. It does. John says, hello, cutie. A little Daisy, yes. Hello, Daisy. Yeah, that's Daisy, everybody. That's Daisy. And just like that, I became a donglo. She's so beautiful, you guys. She's so fun. Mint chocolate chip. Richard, how are ya? You're at the skate park. Just came to leave a like. Thank you, Richard. Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate you, my friend. Lucy says, I have a puppy card too for Xena and Gabby, my pugs. I really want a black pug. Oh, yes, I've seen yours too, Lucy. So cute. Thank you, guys. Good morning, everyone. Hope you all have a wonderful day, says Richard. Mint chocolate chip balls. Thank you, Richard. Have fun at the skate park. Thanks for being here. Lucy says, hey, John. John says, hey, Lucy. Someone says, hello, Mary's Gigs. Hi, Mary. Everybody say hi to Mary from Mary's Gigs. Mary said, hi. How you doing today? John says, hello, radio. Hello, Mary. Lucy says, hello, Mary. Phoenix says, hi, Brylon Farm. Radio Dude says, Phoenix, I know. Mint says, hi, John. Sono says, hello, Mary's Gigs. Mary says, hi, Lucy. Mint says, hi, Dolly. Hi, Sono. Hi, Mary's Gigs. Radio Dude, I have a cat named Phoenix. You do? Cool. What kind of cat? Mary says, hey, Sono. Mint chocolate chip ball says, hi, Lucy. Solo says, hi, Mary. Mary's gig says, hi, Mint. Richard says, hi, Radio Dude. John says, West. West, hello, hugs. Linda K says, hi, Sono. Radio Dude says, hi, Mint. Sono says, hello, Linda. Hello, Linda. Mary's gig says, what's up, Radio Dude? What's going on? Don't forget, Friday morning, we're making brownies. Friday morning, we're making brownies. A bird is also a phoenix. Yes. Yes. Radio Dude, he's a tuxedo cat with a little white mustache. Aw, we have a tuxedo cat too. We have Magic. She's a tuxedo cat as well. Awesome, Radio Dude. Mint says, hi, Linda. Phoenix says, mint chocolate chip. Good morning, blessings to you. Mary says, I have a cat named Howard. Yes, she does. Mary's cats are beautiful. And they're so fun. Mary's gigs, yep, she's got Howard. Uncle Hairball says, I had a cat named Logan. Dude had some claws. Oh, boy. Yeah, our cat has some claws, too. John says, hi, Linda. Lisa smiles a lot. Hi, Lisa. Beautiful Lisa's here. She says, good morning, everyone. How are you, Lisa? Dolly says, good morning, Mary. Linda says, hi, John. Mary's gig says, hey, Phoenix. Uncle Hairball said he was a Maine Coon. Oh, a big boy. Yeah, I've never seen one in person, but I've seen a lot of them on here on YouTube. I've never seen them. Oh, my goodness. Big boy. Lisa says, I'm doing okay now. What's the matter, Lisa? You okay? What do you mean I'm doing okay now? Did you have a bad day or a bad night yesterday? Linda says, good morning, Lisa. Radio Dude says, none of my cats have claws. They all got the razor upgrades. Soul says, hello, Lisa. Like always makes us smile a lot. Uncle Herbal says, why did that post twice? Oh, I don't know. Who knows? Lisa, good morning to you. And Uncle Hairball says, Dolly. Someone says, what does Lisa do when she comes in the chat? She makes us smile a lot. She does. She sure does. Lucy sending us emojis. Thank you, Lucy. Thank you, Lucy. Let's see what the temperature is. I'm not sure. Oh. Gonna be a little cooler today. Gonna be a little bit cooler. Greg's here. Everyone say hi to Greg from Maine. Hey, Greg, how's it going? Whoops. Sorry, guys. Uncle Hairball says, hello, Phoenix. Greg from Maine's here. Greg, how are you, buddy? Everyone say hi to Greg. You guys know Greg. Uncle says, hey, Lisa. Someone says, hello, Greg. Radio Dude says it's 61. Phoenix had a floating heart. Thank you, Phoenix. Phoenix Fireside's had a floating heart. Thank you so much, young lady. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We love you. Thank you for that gift. Thank you so much. Radio Dude 61, where's here? Radio Dude, refresh me. Where are you? 61 degrees. Phoenix says, Greg, hey there, how are you? That's 16 degrees for the rest of the world. Is it? It's 61, 16 in Celsius? All right, there we go. Sorry, folks. 78 over there. Oh, you're like us. We're 79, right? Yeah. Lisa says nerves, I guess. Oh, Lisa. So you are a little anxious, Lisa? What's going on? Or maybe you don't want to talk about it here, and I understand that. Phoenix says, I'm half asleep and holding steady at half my eyelid. Put the phone down, go back to sleep. Radio Dude is about 17 miles of Old Michigan, that's right, of Grand Rapids. Radio Dude, Michigan. We have a lot of Michigan friends. Grand Rapids. All right. Mary says, hey, West Country. West Country. Look at how much look at, that cloud got so much bigger. Look how much bigger it got. I'm not even zoomed in on it. Look how much bigger it got. So weird. Uncle says, hi, Mary's Gigs. Peter Pan. Hey, Peter Pan, how are ya? Happy Tuesday. Mary says, we have beautiful skies in Florida. Uncle Hairball says, hey, West Country Mudlarks. Phoenix says, the mitten. The mitten. All right. There we go. There we go. All right, well, cheers to you guys. I do have some down there. There we go. Enjoy. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. West Country Mudlarks. Mary says, hey, Hairball, what's going on? Cheers. I need bourbon for cheers. You can cheers with water, can't you? You can make cheers with any type of liquid beverage. Look at that, guys. Look at that. Wait. Weird is that, huh? That's a weird looking sky right there. Oh, thank you. I'm good. How are you, Miss Daisy May? And friends from the U.S. Peter Pan wants to know, how's everybody? I'm doing good, Peter Pan. I'm doing good. Phoenix says, I just opened a Rockstar Boom Pina Colada when you said cheers. Well, cheers to you, Dolly. Cheers. Mary Skig says, what's up, Radio Dude? Uncle Hairball says, I think I'm going to pick up some stuff while I'm out. I feel like getting twisted. Oh, jeez. All right. I understand. Cloud printer's running out of ink. Oh, okay. Weird clouds. Yeah, weird. Mm-hmm. Radio Dude says, hi, Mary. Brian Farm says, Peter, good. How are you? Lisa says, hi, Peter Pan. What's up, Peter Pan? I'm getting hungry. I shouldn't be hungry. I had a small little muffin. Lisa smiles a lot. Lisa, my favorite rock star is the Orange Aid. I've never had one. Is it good? Rock star. Peter Pan says, hi, Brian Farm. Hi, Lisa. Hello, Lisa. Hello, everybody. You like Nickelback? Yep. Uh-oh. You like Nickelback? Yeah. Are they still around? Radio Dude says, I think so. Sono says, hello, Peter Pan. Here's some cookies for you. Lucy sending us some love. Thank you, Lucy. Thank you, Lucy, so much. It's just about 9 o'clock, guys. Tuesday, July 15th, 2025. No Taco Tuesday here. Actually, I don't even know what I'm making for dinner today. I have no idea. Phoenix Fireside and happy poop. Thank you, young lady. Thank you. They're still around. Sasono. Okay. Nickelback? Yeah. I mean, bands, pretty much successful bands, even as they age, they still tour. Look at the Stones still tour. The Eagles still tour. You know, all those old groups. And they're not that old. I mean, they're old, but not as old as the Eagles. You know what I mean? Hot Death. Welcome, Hot Death. It is a pretty view. Thank you for being here. Radio Dude says, hey, it's almost 9 o'clock here, too. Yep, 8:58. 8:58. John says, hey, Peter. Peter says, hey, Sono, thank you for the cookies. Well, Hot Death, welcome. Where are you from? Phoenix says, everybody make chicken salad on a croissant. I'll give you the recipe. Sounds good. Sono says, you're welcome, Peter Pan. Welcome, welcome. Radio Dude. We're in the same time zone? Hot Death, you're from Australia? Well, welcome from Australia. We do have some Australian friends. Welcome, welcome. Radio Dude says hi to Hot Death. Welcome. Every time someone sends a golden poop, I have to sweep it. You're funny. Hot Death says, hey, it's late here. 11 o'clock at night. Oh, time for you to maybe get some sleep. Hairball says, I'm through with standing in line at clubs. I'll never get in. It's like the bottom of the ninth and I'm never going to win. This life hasn't turned out quite the way I want it to be. What song is that from, Uncle? Someone says, hello, Hot Death. Radio Dude says, I speak a little Australian. Nice. Hot Death says, yeah, about to go to bed soon. Oh, that's good. Get some sleep. Yeah, sleep's important, guys. Phoenix Fireside said, hey, Hot Death, good to see you. Yeah, thank you so much for stopping in, Hot Death. Welcome. We're just having some morning tea. Oh, it's Rockstar? Oh, okay. Yep, I see it now. Yep, right, there you go. Rockstar by Nickelback. Radio Dude says, been there, done that, right? Sono says, Adams, we do not want to know that. Keep it to yourself. You speak Aussie, haha, good day. Yay, morning tea's the best. It is the best, isn't it? Brylan's got Zoom. Thank you so much for holding on to us. She's got to go. Bye, Brylan Farm. Shiver says, Uncle Hairball, love that song. Yeah, Rockstar, right? She knew it. She knew. Seema. Hi, Seema. Like done. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Radio Dude, Hot Death, good day to you, too. Good day. Good day. Hello, Seema. Thank you for being here. Phoenix says, hi, Seema. How are you? I don't want to spill it. There we go. There is a little bit left. Seema says hi. Sono says hello, Seema. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's got a lovely speaking voice, too. I subscribe. Going to try and sleep. Oh, thank you, Hot Death. You'll make some new friends. Thank you, Hot Death. Come back and see us. We're here tomorrow, too. Thank you so much. Phoenix is using the emojis. Thank you, Phoenix. Radio Dude, today I might go in a walkabout. You might go in a walkabout? What's a walkabout? Hot Death as will do? Well, thank you. Thank you so much. We're here every morning, just about every morning. I'll see you next time. Hot Death, welcome. Radio Dude, what's a walkabout? I might go in a walkabout. That's where you go to walk for about 6 months. It's from Crocodile Dundee. Oh, okay. Hey, Seema. That's where you walk for about 6 months. Hey, Seema, thank you. Good morning, everybody. Phoenix says, try to rest. Let's all rest. She's a beautiful soul. Phoenix, you're so sweet. Seema sending lots of love. Thank you, Seema. Sonal's using that new emoji. Do you guys like that new one? Oh, thank you, Sonal. Oh, thank you, Sonal. They're so pretty, aren't they? I love that one, too. I just try to have fun with them, that's all. Thank you, Sonal. Thank you. Hit that like button, everybody. Don't forget. I like that one, too, Sonal. Yeah. Radio Dude said hi. Hello, Radio Dude. Radio Dude. Me and Seema are having a spam battle. There you go. Linda, oh, that's right. I gotta check out the pretty emojis. Yes, Linda. Give me 1 minute, guys. I'll be right back. Sorry, guys. I had to go eat something really quick because I was starting to feel sick. Mary said a floating heart. Thank you, Mary. Hi, Tim. Hi, Ann. Hi, everybody. I'm sorry. I had to go have something really quickly. Started a timer. Thank you, Radio Dude. Thank you, Sonal. Hello, Ann. Ann's here, everybody. Ann, how are you today? Positive Pokes. It's right here. A little bit left. Positive pokes. Phoenix says, spill the tea. Soul says, no. Mm-mm. I was starting to feel like nauseous, like I had to quickly eat something quickly. Hello, Positive Pokes, who was all about positivity. Radio Dude says, hey, Positive Pokes. Linda says, wish I could make these things bigger on my screen. I know it, they're so hard to see. You know what you do, Linda? You take a screenshot, and then you enlarge the screenshot to see it, and then you delete the screenshot. That's what I do, because I can't see them either. Tim says, hi, kids. Hi, Tim. How's it going, bud? How you feeling today, Tim? Radio Dude said, I thought he was all about pokes. Ann says, hi, Tim. Phoenix says, LOL. Mary's Gig says, hey, Tim. Tim says, hi, Ann. Mary said, a floating heart, and I saw it. Thank you so much, Mary. I still got to go on and do that. Peter Pan says, hi, Tim. Ann says, hello, Mary's Gigs. Tim says, hi, Mary. Radio Dude, you gone for more than a minute. What couldn't have been much more. It couldn't have been much more. Phoenix says, hi, Ann. Share Bear sending love. Thank you, Share Bear. Tim says, hi, Peter Pan. Ann says, I'm good, and you? I'm also good, young lady. I was feeling a little bit not like, yuck. Sorry. So I need to borrow one of your floating hearts to fly. Radio Dude says you were gone forever. I counted. Radio Dude, you are so fun. Are you a moderator here? Let's make you one. I don't know why you're not. Sonal says, hello, Tim. Phoenix says, hi, Tim. Peter Pan says, oh, UT is almost gone. I know, almost. Hi, Phoenix. Hi, Sonal. That one Swifty. Hey, that one Swifty. How are ya? I'm not a Swifty, but I do love Taylor Swift. Radio Dude says, Phoenix rocks. That's right. Tim says, hi, Share Bear. Linda says, y'all, how you make a screenshot? It depends on your phone. What kind of phone? Do you have an iPhone? I can tell you have an iPhone. I don't know any other type of phone. Someone says, last night was very funny. I couldn't sleep because I was laughing too much. Are you talking about the Where's Waldo? Sherbert says, so Magnetic only needs 180. Yes. Yes, everybody play Magnetic North Adventures. He's getting very close to his 3K. Sherbert says, hi, Tim. That one Swifty says, I love Taylor. Well, obviously you do because of your name, and I love Taylor too. I'm just not a Swifty, but I love her. I have one of her albums. Tim says, hi, Radio Dude. Swifty says, do you like Outer Banks? I do love Outer Banks. Yes. Been there. Want to go back again. Ann says, I made a huge decision. Oh, Ann, what did you decide? Linda, you have an iPhone? Okay. A newer one? Excuse me, you guys. Okay, on an iPhone, you usually press one button on one side and one button on the other side at the same time, and it takes a screenshot. And says, I'm going to be happy for every sunny day, rainy day, cloudy, or snowy day. And just be happy. I'm here to feel it. And I love that. You had an epiphany. That once what he says, do you like the show Outer Banks? I do like the show Outer Banks, yes. Yep. Mm-hmm. We're waiting for the new season, actually, to come out. Yes, I love the Outer Banks, the show, the Outer Banks, yep. That one Swifty, I sure do. Almi. Hello, Almi. Almi. Welcome, welcome. Sonal says yes. And where's Waldo, right? That was so funny last night. It really was. The 150 says, what album? I have the 1989 album. I have her 1989 album. And I love it. I love every song on that album. Almi sending Rose says, thank you. Sonal says, hello, that one Swifty. Linda says, no, it's a dinosaur. It's usually still one button on one side and maybe one button on the top of the phone and one button on the side, and you press them both together. Uncle Hairball says, I got to skedaddle. Y'all have a good one. Probably be back tomorrow. All right, Uncle Hairball. I love you, buddy. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry. All right. Wasn't meant to be. Just wasn't meant to be. Radio Dude says, how do you take a screenshot? Imagine the most difficult thing to do with your device and do that. Alma says, hi. Someone says, take care, Uncle Hairball. Yes, take care, Uncle Hairball. And says, so now I'll have to find something else to complain about. Yeah, no complaining, right? Doesn't do any good anyways. Radio Dude says, for me to take a screenshot, I have to stare at the screen and not sneeze. Have a great day, Uncle. Yeah, Chris Outdoors. Hey, Chris. How's it going, buddy? Chris Outdoors. Welcome, welcome. Good morning to you. Chris says, good morning, good morning, good morning. Sono says, good morning, Chris Outdoors. Oh, I finished my tea. It was delicious. Mary says, your dog is the cutest dog ever. Oh, thank you, Mary. She is fun. She is so fun. Thank you so much. Chris says hi to Sonal. Ann says, I know. I could complain that I have nothing to complain about. Oh, Ann, you're too funny. Hey, Todd. Todd's here. Todd said, good morning. Hey, Todd, how are ya? Good morning, Todd. Everyone say good morning. Mary says, hi, Chris. Radio Dude says, Mary, welcome back to the chat. Sonal says, little Daisy May makes the world a better place. She does. She really does. She brightens up the world. She does. Yes, she does. Do you guys see my cardinal who was here earlier? It's almost done. Just a little bit more to do. Getting there, getting there. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Sonal says, hold Todd. Mary says, agreed, Sonal. Daisy gives smiles. She does. She really does. Even when I'm, not maybe in the best mood or a little bit on the sad downside, I just get her. I pick her up, I hug her, and I give her some loving, and she's just, yep, she's a feel-good doggy. She is. Shipper says, okay, cut up your post page on both channels. Thank you, Share Bear. Thank you, young lady. Ann says, cute. Thanks, Mary. Adorable. Thank you. Hi, Share Bear, says Ann. Todd. Hi, Mary and Tim. Lisa, that's beautiful. Thank you, Lisa. It's not done. It's close to being done. It will be done today for sure. Someone says, Share Bear, wow, I can't even keep up with that. Keep up with one. Tim says, hi, Lisa. I know, it's hard to keep up with one. Tim says, hi, Lisa. Hi, Lisa, Lisa, Lisa. Lisa says, hi, Tim. Ann says, I also worked on mine and have a little still to do before it's done. That's good. How often do you work on it, Ann? Once every few weeks. Oh, really? Yeah, I don't like unfinished projects around my house. It just, for me, it drives me insane. Almi, thank you for being here. Tim says, hi, Kelly. Oh, Kella, hey, Kella. Kella says, hi, everyone, beautiful day. Yes, Kella, how are you today? Good morning, Kella's Fun Day Life, everybody. Todd says rain 12 days in a row as of yesterday here in Central Texas. Oh, Todd, so sorry. Ann says, I also worked on mine, have a little, oh, yes. Kella's Fun Day Life, say hi, everybody. Linda says, oh, there's such beautiful emojis. Thanks, screenshots helps bunches. Love the days you made one. Oh, good, Linda. You figured out the screenshot. Okay. Yep, and then you just delete the screenshot, right? I do it all the time so I can see better. Awesome, Linda. I'm so glad you figured it out. Good. Shiver says Soul's all about freedom, lol. I've been trying to do every day, otherwise it gets out of hand, but I know Kelly works hard on it. Oh, thank you, Shiver. I do work hard on it. I really do. Ann says, once every few weeks. Almi says, oh, love hearts. Tim says, hi, Kelly. Ann says, hi, Linda. Soul says, all caught up on this channel. We'll be back to get Smurfy Sonal. Thank you, Sonal. Ann says, hi, Todd. Radio Dude, I collect unfinished projects. It's my hobby. I don't like unfinished projects. Linda says, hi, Ann. Ann says, so come visit me. There's loads of unfinished stuff to do. Yeah. Mary says, it rained here yesterday. Yeah, right here too, Mary. It was so bad. The patio got wet. Mm-hmm. I had to hurry up and move everything. We were playing Scrabble. And it poured. Mary's using emojis. Thank you, Mary's gigs. Tim says, sorry, Kella, my eyes are... Oh, that's okay, Tim. It's hi, Kella. It's all good. Lee says, I'm back. The storm passed. Welcome back, Lee. Welcome back, bud. Shipper says, sorry if I missed tagging people. I'm all over the place today. Don't worry about it. Shibber, thank you, thank you. Lee says, hi, Ann. Hi, Sonal. Hi, Mary. Hi, Shearbear. Hi, Tim. Radio Dude says, hey, Shearbear. Linda says, hi, Shearbear. Like, Magnetic North says, hi, Linda. Shearbear says, Magnetic North Adventures got you playing. Thank you so much, Shearbear. Mary says, I got soaked, but there was lovely lightning. You got caught in it? Magnetic North says, hi, Kella. Mary says, hey, Magnetic North. Lee says, hi to all in the chat. Lisa says, hi to Ann. Radio Dude says, I love lightning. Sonal says, got some Murphy Sonal to do it. Thank you, Sonal. Linda says, hello, Lee. Sonal says, LOL. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. What? Alma says, hi. Hi, Alma. Almi. Someone says, LOL. Coloring with Taylor Made. Good morning, beautiful people. Hello, Taylor Made. Wow, long time no see. How are you? Ann says, hi, Lisa. Smiles. Ann says, hi, Lisa. Coloring with Taylor Made. How are you? Thank you for being here. Radio Dude, what time's for breakfast? Rockstar and spaghetti. Oh, time for breakfast. Rockstar and SpaghettiOs? No, you don't need SpaghettiOs, do you? Alma says hi. Someone says hello, Taylor Made. Alma says love. Taylor Made says hi, Daisy May. Hi, Taylor. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Daisy, Daisy, what are you doing? You're so pretty. You're such a beauty queen. She's so beautiful, guys. Lisa's hi, Magnetic North Adventures. Ann says, I had a nice cold bath and I felt so good. Really? Wow. I've never taken a cold bath ever. Taylor May says, I had to take a little break. Oh, good for you, Taylor May. Good. Yeah, you guys, if you guys need a break, take your breaks. I understand. Well, good for you. Welcome back, Taylor Made. Someone says, Sherbert, when you said you are buying McDonald's cookies, I had some yesterday. You did, Sonal? Lee says, hi, Radio Dude. Hope everyone is well. Todd says, are we going to do crosswords later? Yes. Yes, tonight at 8 o'clock. Yes. Someone says, hello, Lee. Lee says, hi, Lisa. Hi, Todd. Radio Dude says, hi, Lee. Magnetic North. Sherbert says, Sonal's all about freedom. L, addicting. Chocolate chip cookies, yummy. Ann says, it rejuvenates and makes your blood flow better. Oh, I mean, I rinse off in a cold shower after I wash and everything, but a bath? I'd have to be super duper hot to do that. Sonal says, LOL, Sherbert. Sherbert says, Sonal, and it way too convenient for me. It's a half a block away. Oh, no, Sherbert. I could never live by a McDonald's. I really like McDonald's. I don't eat it a lot, but I do like it. Tim says, hi, Magnetic North Adventure. Sonal's giving us cookies. Thank you, Sonal. Elmi's here. Excuse me, Elmi's still here. Elmi, thank you for being here. Magnetic North Adventures. Todd says, hi, Magnetic North. Elmi says, I got popcorn. Emoji, thank you. Lisa says, hi, Elmi. Todd says, hi, Lisa smiles a lot. Lisa. Lisa smiles a lot. Lisa smiles a lot. And says the stress reduction and muscle relaxation provided by an ice bath can help you get a better night's sleep. Did not know that. Nice, Ann. Radio Dude, I might change my name to Sunny Bono Bear. Radio Dude, you just made me think of something. And since ice baths are a form of cryo, yes, they are, and therefore could have a positive effect on sleep. Yeah. Yep. I know people who jump in the lake, the frozen lake, on January 1st. You know, the cold polar bear club or something like that. And that's what they say, but I don't know. Lee says, I'm just going through tailings of mineral mine waste to get minerals, gemstones. Oh, nice, Lee. How cool. Almy says, hi, Magnetic. Lots of sirens and planes today. What in the world's going on? Lots of sirens. You hear them? Adrian. Hi, Adrian. Radio Dude says, Miss Daisy, I'm sorry. Sorry for what, Radio Dude? Adrian says, hi, Daisy. Hi, Adrian. How are you, buddy? Tim says, polar bears. Adrian says, Magnetic North Adventures. How's it going? Lee says, hi, Adrian. Adrian says, hey, Sonal. Peter Pan, that's right, Ann. I tried to get cold showers after wake up in the morning. It lasts maybe 2 seconds, and I turn on the heat. Right? Tim says, hi, Adrian. Someone says, why does the paragraph remain silent? Because it doesn't want to jump to conclusions. Nice, Sonal, nice. Adrian says, hey, Share Bear. Lee says, the mine these came from had traces of gold, so all small bits be panned for gold. Oh, nice. That's awesome. I hope you find some. Tim says, LOL, Peter Pan. Sherber says, good morning to Adrian. Adrian says, hi, Tim Mitchell. Sherber says, alligator Alcatraz. Sorry, just like saying that. That's okay. That's okay. Someone says, LOL, Peter Pan. Radio Dude, sorry for making you think. Oh, no. Thinking is good. Use that brain. Use it. You don't use it, you lose it, guys. Use it. Linda says Peter Pan sounds like me. Elma's using emojis. Elma's using emojis. Lisa says, I'm okay at waiting the doctor test results. Oh, good. I hope it's good. Radio dude, there's those sirens. Police are looking for someone sexy. I better hide. I'm going to send them up to find you. Grand Rapids, Michigan. Ann says it helps me cool down for a few hours. That's great, Ann. Yeah, because it's so hot over there. No, that's great. I used to keep my hot tub at like 95 in the summertime. And I would go in it at 95 because it was still cooler than my body. Yeah, cool. Shibber says, hi, Radio Dude with Magnetic North. Someone says, Shibber, speak your mind. That's right, girl. Solo LOL, Radio Dude. Peter Pan. Ain't no way the ice bath stuff. I ain't no polar bear. I have to take a few cold baths a day every summer because my sweat gland does not work since birth. Oh, wow. Wow, Ann. And you do whatever's best for you. That's right. Elise says it was a new issue. Why I went. Oh, no, another. What's wrong? Oh, no, Lee, what's the matter? He says, hi, Peter Pan. Ann says, I can't sweat. That's kind of a good thing, though, isn't it? Or does it make you too hot? Peter Pan says, hey, magnetic, sonal. Peter Pan's trying to make his home like Alaska. Sometimes Alaska would be welcome. Outdoor Slingshot Sam. Hey, Sam, what's going on? Everyone say hi to Outdoor Slingshot Sam. Sam, how's it going, buddy? Good morning. Lisa's yesterday I coughed and a fair bit of blood came out. Oh, no. Oh, Lee, I'm sorry to hear that. You went to the doctor today? Ann says overheating is a real danger. Oh, okay, Ann. I get it then. Yeah, you do what you gotta do, girlfriend, for you, yeah. Someone says, I can never live in Alaska, too cold. Yeah, me too. Too cold for too long. Peter Pan says, yes, Sono, no thank you. It's not cold enough there for me. Ann says, sweat helps your body cool down. Yes, right, exactly, yeah. Oh, Ann, geez. Outdoor Slingshot Sam says, hit that like button. Please hit that like button, everybody. Sono says, hello, Outdoor Slingshot Sam. Sono says, hey, praying for Lee. Yes. I did go to the doctor and have had blood tests. Also, I'll know by Thursday. Okay. Well, prayers to you, my friend. It's horrible, Lee. Lee says, thank you all. Almy's using emojis. Thank you so much, Almy. Hey, Freedom says Outdoor Slingshot Sam. Tim says, hey, Sam. Prayers for you, Lee. Healing prayers for you. Someone's using emojis. Thank you, Someone. Pamela's back. Hey, Pamela. Good morning, Pamela. Welcome back. How are you today? Oh, Sonal, thank you so much. Ann says, Magnetic North, don't worry too much. My son had that happen to him 3 weeks ago. We rushed to the hospital and they did tests. Doctor said it was just something scratched his throat causing a bleed. Okay, good, Ann. That's good news. That's good news. Sonal says, hello, Pamela. Magnetic North says, good morning, Pamela. Radio Dude says 68 Frankenstein in my neck of the woods. 68, I'll take that. Send some this way. Aries World, hey Aries World. Everyone say hi to Aries World. He says hi, and hello to all of the chat. You guys know Aries World. Hope you're having a good day. Thank you, Aries World. I hope you are too. Thank you so much. Sam says, thanks. The reason why my channel is called 2.0 is because I lost my old channel. Why did you lose it? Tim says, hi, Aries World. Sonal's using those emojis. Thank you, Sonal. Lee says, that's what I think, Anne. Glad your son was okay. Linda says, hi, Almy. Aries World says, Sonal, do you have any cookies today? He's got cookies for everyone. Aries World says, hi, Tim. Sonal's using all those beautiful emojis. Thank you, Sonal. Sherber says, hi, Aries World. Magnetic North says, hi, Aries World. Aries World says hi back to Lee. Ann says hi, Aries World. Aries World says Share Bear, wahoo! Share Bear's in the house. Stonewall does little Daisy bark and wag her tail all the time. She does. She barks a lot and wags her tail. It's so funny. She's funny. Outdoor says hey, Share Bear. Aries World says hey, Ann's Place. Hello. More sirens, right? More sirens. Peter Pan says hello, Aries World. Pam says good morning, Sonal Magnetic. Almy said hi. Hi, Almy. Shiver says good morning, Pam. Pamela. Sonal says Aries, let me see what I can do for the cookies. Aries World says hello to Pamela. Peter Pan. In the house, that's right. They're all in the house. Everybody, welcome, welcome. Aries World says haha, Sonal. Almy says love. Thank you, Almy. Sharebear's using emojis too. Thank you. Aries World says, hello, Almy. Outdoor Slingshot Sam says, YouTube delete without my permission. I made a live and my mom was in the background. Oh, you must have had something not good because they don't delete channels for no reason. Watch what you put out there. Lisa smiles lots using emojis. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you so much. Soul Sam, that's terrible. Ann says it was so much blood, we really thought it was serious. Oh, goodness, Ann. What's going on in Florida? I know it, right? Sirens, sirens. Radio Dude, they found me. I gotta run. Radio Dude is a lot of fun. Please come back here often, Radio Dude. You are a lot of fun. Linda says they're coming to take us away, right? They're coming to take us away. Oh, no. Right on, Linda. Outdoor Slingshot says, I had 50 subs. Someone says, Toronto loved the sirens. I know, he would. Toronto would really love the sirens. Albie says, hey, Aries World, how's it going? Welshman Forever says, I'm back. Welcome back, Welshman. Radio Dude says, that's one of my favorites right there. YouTube emoji Daisy. Yep. Lisa's got cookies. Thank you, Lisa. Sonal's got them too. Aries World, there you go. Buska. Buska. Welcome. Shivers, I'm subbed to Radio Dude. Aries World says Yahoo, Sonal's all about freedom. Yummy, yummy, yummy for my tummy. That's right. Enjoy. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Ans is not always true, Kelly. They gave Mary Skiggs problems for no apparent reason. Ask her. Oh, okay. Yeah, most people I know that, they don't think they do something wrong, but most times they do, Like there was that girl, Alice, and Alice kept getting in trouble with YouTube. And I don't see Alice anymore. I'm thinking that they took her down too. And she was just a teenager, but she's like, you know what? I'm going to do what I want. And YouTube said, no, you're not. Well, Schmidt says 58 likes. What? Thank you, guys. Wow, thank you for the Tuesday love. Peter Pan says, Radio Do, don't run. You can radio the police in the other direction. There you go. Someone says, please don't take me away. Aries Will says, Radio Do just subbed also. Welshman says, Cookie Monster wants cookies. Yes. Cookies for everybody. Shiver says, I seriously don't think I can eat any more cookies. I've had way too much lately. All right, someone start bringing new snacks. Think of a new snack. Share Bear says, Aries World says, haha, Share Bear. Lisa says, hi, Pamela. Welshman Forever says, if you get a YouTube strike, that on your record. Yeah, the girl I know is getting them all the time, and she just refused to stop doing what they told her. And I don't see her anymore. Peter Pan says, sure, but there's no such thing as enough cookies. And says, but you know, Mary Skiggs don't swear, don't talk about others, don't play music. She's baffled totally, and they don't explain. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Tim says, okay, gotta head to the wound care center. I'll be live at the top of the hour. Top of the hour, Tim, okay. Thank you, Tim, for being here. Take care, my friend. Take care, buddy. Magnetic North is using the popcorn. Tim says, bye, kids. Bye, Tim Mitchell. Thank you so much. Much love to you and Civi. Shipper's got Shipper's sick of cookies. She's got cupcakes and cake. Welshman says, Lisa, good morning. Sonal's using, is that a sandwich? I can't tell what that is, Sonal. What is it? Is that a sandwich? Pam says, good morning, Welshman, and Peter, Tim, and Magnetic North. Sam says, everyone subscribe to everyone in the chat if you're already subscribed. Hit the like button and flip your phone the other way. If that button is red, hit it and turn and run. Gray is on the way. All right. Peter says, take care, Tim. Ann says, hi, Pamela. Random Rick. Hey, Random Rick, welcome. Hey, Daisy and crew. I'm at work, so stopping in real quick to smash the like button. Thank you, Random Rick. Thank you so much. Everybody check out for Random Rick reviews. Thank you so much. Pamela says, good morning, Outdoor Adventures. Someone says, I guess you two don't like sandwiches. Is that a sandwich? I could go for a sandwich. And says she's a great person. I'd be sorry if she leaves. If who leaves? Wait, Ann, what did I miss? She's a great person. Who, Mary? Mary's fantastic. I love Mary, if that's who you're talking about. Someone says, hello, Rick. Pam says, good morning, Random. Random Rick. Mary says, hi, Pam. Pam says, good morning to Mary. Rick says, Sonal about freedom. How's it going? Welshman Forever says, if I missed anyone, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Mary says, Pamela, do you want subs? Sherber says, have a blessed day, Rick. Aries World says, Welshman Forever. Random Rick. Mary Skiggs, hello. Random Rick says, hello, Pamela. Sonal says, take care, Rick. Ann says, hey, Mary Skiggs. Random says, hey, Aries World. Welshman says, hi, Aries World. Magnetic says, you know, if I say sub everyone and then comment similar, they remove. They don't like people saying sub for sub. Aries World says, I need to leave chat for now, but have a great day. Daisy May and everyone. Thank you, Aries World. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for being here. Everybody say bye to Aries World. Stay cool, my friends. Someone says, YouTube almost deleted my comment. Magnetic North says, hi, RRR. Mary Skiggs says, oh, here's some food. Is that a sandwich and fries? Someone says, take care, Aries World. Chirper says, have a blessed day, Aries World. And says, oh, Mary, now I'm hungry. I know, you guys are making me hungry too. Mary says, you can say sub to a channel. Someone says, bacon, egg, and cheese bagel. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, yes. Yes, please. Yes, Sonal. Yes. Pam says, that sounds good. Pam wants one too. Magnetic North says, bye, Aries World. Mary says, bye, Aries World. Welshman Forever says, Sonal, that happened to me. I thought it was someone in chat that was done it. Brady Dude says, bye, Aries World. Peter Pan says, Aries World, take care. And some belly rubs for Airy Bear. Yes. Airy Bear is the best, isn't he? He's so beautiful. Fun. Hey, Ann. Oh, wait. Ann says, I use the word connect instead of subscribe. Yeah, a lot of people are using the word connected, connection. Yeah. If people want to make friends, I say, hey, go make some friends. Sonal's got breakfast. I'm wanting some of that. Mary said, doesn't matter. Aries Rose said, thanks, Sonal, Share Bear, Magnetic North, Peter Pan. Thanks for the belly rubs delivered just now. Aw, all right, Aries Rose, take care, buddy. Lisa's, I was told, can't say if I sub you, come sub me. That's not permitted. I say I connected. Sam says, I have to go, but God bless y'all and God bless America. God bless the people who fought for our country. Thank you, Outdoor Slingshot Sam. Thanks for being here, buddy. Pamela's got all kinds of breakfast there. Is that pancakes? Ann says, yes, Kelly. Oh, okay, Ann. How's your chicks? How are all your little chicks doing? Mary says, no, that's a rumor. It's a rumor, guys. Pam says, pancake for everybody. Someone says, who said they want bacon, egg, and cheese? Me. I want bacon, egg, and cheese bagel, please. Yes, please. Ann says, I know, Mary, I don't lose subs because of the word sub. John says, Sam, how's it going, John P? Ann says, hi, John P. Mary says, oh, I know. No. Subs and connect are the same thing, folks. Yeah, they are. Yeah. Use whatever word you want. Pam says, good morning, John. Welshman says, red card, Sonal, you can't have that bacon and eggs. Yes, you can. I want some. Hi, Kendall. Hello, Kendall. How are you? Gabe came to give us a thumbs up. Thank you, Kendall. So kind of you. Magnetic North says, okay, Mary, thanks. Someone says, Welshman, that was for Daisy May. Yeah, I want it. Bacon, egg, and cheese bagel, please. Magnetic North Adventure says, hi, Kendall. Pamela says, good morning to Kendall. Sammy Rhodes is here. Hi, Sammy. Welcome, Sammy. Nice to see you this morning. And says, I'm just using the word connection because I feel it's a warmer word. There you go. Yeah. And I always say here, maybe you want to make friends, right? You can use connection, sub, friend. You can use whatever you want. It's your choice, right? Friends of Dashes and More. Colleen's here. Hi, Colleen. Welcome, young lady. How's it going? Everybody say hi to Colleen. You guys know Friends of Dashers and More. Lisa says, hi, John P. Welshman says, LOL. Pamela says, good morning, Sammy. Friends of Dashers. Colleen says, it's a beautiful day. It is so far. So far it is. So far it is. So far, it's a beautiful day. I'll take it. Kendall says, Magnetic North, hello. Welshman says, nice. And says, hello, my sexy Welshman forever. Sammy says, what's up, Peter Pan? Pamela says, good morning, friend. Sammy, how's it going? Thank you for stopping in. Sonal says, Welshman, red card for getting it wrong. Sammy says, hi, Pam. Magnetic North Adventure says, hi, Sammy. Welshman says, hello, my beautiful Ann. Mary's Gigs. YouTube is all about networking. Yes, it is. And to be honest with you, I don't do a lot of networking anymore. I make a few new friends, and then I get new friends. I keep in my old friends. But I'm just letting my channel really happen on its own. Friends of Dashers and More using the emoji. Thank you. Ann says, hi, Sammy. Peter Pan says, hi, Sammy. Mary says, so YouTube is not against you not working. What do you mean, Mary? YouTube is not against you not working. So YouTube is not against you not working. Mary, what does that mean? YouTube's not against you not working. Lisa says, hi, Colleen. Sonal says, hi, Colleen. Ann says, so true, Mary, so true. Colleen says, hi, Lee. Pamela says, good morning, radio. Welshman says, hi, Meg. Mary says, so it's perfectly fine to sub a channel and tell them where you met them from in a comment. Oh, okay, thanks, Mary. Yeah. Friends of Dashes and More says, more and Sonal. Mary says, hello, Colleen. Welshman says, hi, Mary. Sammy says, Magnetic. Ann and Peter, hello. Radio Dude says, hello, Pamela. Mary says, hey, Welshman. Colleen says, hey, Mary. Ann says, oh, my God, Kelly, Mrs. Tantrum does not believe me. There's no treat here. There's no treats? No treats for Mrs. Tantrum? Well, that's just not right. Colleen says, hey, Welshman forever. Mary says, yes, you do, Kelly. Yes, you do. Life with Misty. Hey, Misty, good morning. Everyone say hi to Life with Misty. Misty said, good morning, Miss Daisy. Good morning, Misty. How are you today? Thank you for being here. Mary says, you visit people all day, every day, and let them know you care. That's not working, dear. Oh, no, no, right. Yes. No, no, I know what you mean. Yes. I'm supporting people that, I like, and yeah. I'm just not deliberately saying, hey, sub me, hey, sub me, hey, sub me, hey, sub me. I'm not doing that. Um, yeah, it's all good. Thanks, Mary. Thank you for clarification. Sometimes things get misconstrued. All right. Solon says, hello, Misty. Misty says, hello, everyone. Welshman says, I was going to go live on my walk, but the weather is bad wind. Oh, okay. Pamela says, good morning, life. Radio Dew says, howdy, Misty. Easy Home Cooking's here. Hi, Easy Home Cooking. How's it going? Hello, friend. Welshman says, hi, Dasher. Mary says, YouTube is all about networking, and they're not against you doing it. That's right. I agree with that, Mary. Yep. They want you to do it. Because the more you do it, the bigger they get, the more money they make, right? Of course they want you to do it. Of course they do. Like Done Easy Home, thank you so much. Pam says, good morning to Easy Home Cooking. Ann says, no, he didn't buy in time. Oh, there's no treats, really? Can you make something? Can you make a treat for her? Misty says, hope everyone's doing well. Thank you, Misty. I hope you are as well. Magnetic North says, hi, Easy Home Cooking. Peter Pan says, hi, Misty. Easy Home says, Pamela Place, hello. Radio Dude says, I don't believe there's no treats there either. Ann says, hope it comes tomorrow because she's making me crazy here. Giving me looks as if I did something to her treats. Is she giving you the evil side eye, Ann? Sono says, hello, Easy Home Cooking. Easy Home says, hi, Magnetic North. Hi, Sono's all about freedom. Hello. Ann says, Radio Dude, he ordered it late, so we're still waiting for it to get delivered. Mary says, they want you to monetize and have commercials. Yes, they do, Mary. Absolutely, 100%. Totally. Sure, it makes sense, guys. YouTube wants you to do those things because, you make money, they make money, everybody's happy. Right on, Mary. That's right. They want you to do it. Yep. Ann says, hi, Life with Misty. I'm good. How are you? Mary says, because the more commercials, the more money they make, and the more money you can make, right? Yep. Exactly right. Easy Home says, friend, all my support, please. My friend support. Mary says, because people who know each other are more likely to watch each other's commercials. Exactly. Exactly right. And I do. I watch all Mary's commercials. Yep. Mary says, and the income goes up dramatically during the holidays for the commercials. I was told that by quite a few YouTubers that have been around for a while. That's something to look forward to. Keep growing your channels, right? Welshman says, hi, Easy. Ann says, no, she very fussy, Kelly. I don't know what to make. Oh. You have like a pretzel, maybe part of a pretzel, or I don't know. Someone says there's a commercial about a dog looking for bacon. He knew there was a bag of bacon, but decided not to know because his owner will say something. Bacon, 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 bacon. I'll have some. Someone says, LOL. Easy Home Cooking says, thank you, friend. Thank you, Easy Home. Ann says, yes, the evil side eye. Daisy gives me that too. Daisy does the evil side eye. Welshman says, I took 40 subs in 48 hours. Congratulations. Linda says, man, Sola, you got me sitting here thinking about that bagel. I know, bacon, egg, and cheese bagel. Sounds good to me. Welshman says, hi, Linda. Pamela says, good morning, Linda. Sola says, Linda, here you go. Friends of Dashers and more. Colleen says, life with Misty, I sub to you. Easy Home says, Welshman forever. Hello, friend. Linda says, good morning, Welshman, my friend. Welshman says, hi, Easy. Easy has Linda. Hello. Radio Juice says, Ann, you can give bits of hot dog. Ooh, a hot dog, maybe. Or some tuna. Sonal says, Linda, enjoy. Easy Home says, all friend. John P says, hey, John P, still here? Thank you, John. Welshman says, good morning, Linda. Easy Home says, here's coffee, everybody. Easy Home cooking. Anne says, oh my God, am I pregnant? I suddenly crave something I never eat, a donut. I talked about donuts the other day. Nobody voted for the donut on my poll. If you want a donut, have a donut. Radio Dude says, Easy Home, thanks for the coffee. Easy says, hey, John P. Welshman says, oh, and congrats. Linda says, hi, Easy. Tina says, I'm back. Welcome back, Tina. Easy says, bye, friend. Bye, Easy Home Cooking. Thank you for being here. Someone says, welcome back, Tina. John says, fire. Easy Home says, I want to go cook. Awesome. Have fun. Pamela says, good morning to Tina. Sono says, I'm back. I'm back. And says she eats no sausage, no chicken, no meat unless she caught herself. She is extremely fussy. And I guess she's just going to have to wait till tomorrow or whenever they come. Is it coming today? Is it coming today or is it coming tomorrow? Easy's giving us love. Thank you so much. Anne says, yeah, hopefully tomorrow. Oh, good. Okay. All right. Oh. When are you doing a live, Anne? She's a rat bird catcher. Oh, she is? She's a rat bird catcher. Wow. She's always leaving your presents. Yes, it's the only meat she will eat. Wait a minute. What's the only meat she will eat? In an hour. Okay. Oh, good. Interview. Okay. In an hour, I can be there. Awesome. I'd love to be able to make yours lives and stay there and listen. Awesome, Anne. Queen Nessie? Who's Queen Nessie? Is she a real queen? The rats or the birds she catches. Oh, that's what she eats? She eats the rats or the birds that she catches. Wow. Radio Dude, I got pulled over once and Chip asked if I knew why he stopped me. I pointed to the back seat and said, you smelled the donuts, didn't you? He let me off in the morning. Radio Dude. Welshman says, oh, Ann, it's going live. Can't wait, about 4 p.m. UK time. Now I'm craving for pizza, Sonal. Queen Nessie is a lovely woman living in Scotland. Oh, okay. Awesome. I have to make sure I catch it. Easy Home says, friend, next time, thumbs up. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, Easy Home Cooking. This guy hates autocorrect. Checking through all my subscribers of everyone here to make sure I got clicked on all notifications. Great, Linda. Thank you. Welshman says 4 o'clock. Yes. Awesome, Ann. I'll make that. Easy Home Cooking, Daisy May, friend, very nice. Thank you, Easy Home Cooking. And says she's a great artist. Oh, good, Anne, I can't wait to see it. Someone says, Radio Dude, imagine him saying you're under arrest for stealing my donuts. Check out her channel. I will, Anne. Linda says, Radio, me too. Spell check messes me up all the time. Oh my God, Linda, me too. Sometimes it takes me forever to autocorrect stuff. I'd rather just send it with mistakes. Easy Home says, all friend, thank you. Colleen sending us love. Thank you, Colleen. Radio Dude, Linda, don't catch problems until I've already hit send. So I just finished this. So I have a little bit more to do there, up on the top there. Cute though, huh? A little bit on the bottom. But it's almost done. It's so cute. So cute. And says I took autocorrect off. I didn't know you could do that. So any mistakes of my own, there you go, Ann. If I was a droid, my model number would be ADHD. ADHD, get it? Someone says, Radio Dude, the officer should arrest autocorrect first. Trolling us, no trolls. Lee says, that's a cool one, well done. Mike the Bike Dasher's here. Hey, Mike. I want to say hi to Mike the Bike Dasher. How's it going, Mike? Lee says, hi, Mike. Welshman's using emoji. Thank you. Mike says, hello, Magnetic North Adventures, with our new emoji. Walking the beach, matching dresses. Lee says, hi, Linda. Ann says, yes, in settings. Oh, okay. Thank you. Welshman says, hi, Mike. Everybody. We are coming back this afternoon, but I'm not sure if we're playing Scrabble or trivia. I'm going to put up a poll after this. You guys vote in the poll if you want Scrabble or trivia. It's only going to be one, not both. One or the other. Mike says, I'm doing fine. Getting pummeled by rain right now. How are you? Oh, really, Mike? Sorry to hear that. I'm good. We had a lot of rain yesterday. Ann says, hi, Mike. Welshman Forever says, hi, Mike. Mike says, hello, Ann. John says, hey, Mike, how's it going? Someone says, hello, Mike. Mike says, hello, Welshman. Mike says, hello, John. Hello, Sonal. Linda says, hi, Magnetic North. So good news, seeing the colors in the tailings. There may be gold in the fine dust. Awesome, Lee. That's great. That is great news. Lisa says, hey, everyone. Lisa. Lisa smiles a lot. You guys know Lisa. All right, folks, we are going to get going because I want to make sure I'm back to see Ann's place interview, and I have to take Daisy out, and I get a few things done. So 1 hour, I will be able to see Ann live. Can't wait. Yeah. Yeah, me too. Lisa says, sorry, I haven't been talking much. Yeah, what's going on, Lisa? You okay? Radio Dude says, hi, Lisa. Wells man says, hi, Lisa. Someone says, take care, everyone. Lisa says, have a great day, everyone. Have a blessed day. Shearbear says, yes, have fun, everybody. Peter Pan says, Lisa, Radio Dude says, see you all soon. I'll see you all soon. All right, we'll be back this afternoon with trivia or Scrabble, depending on what you guys vote for. All right? Have a good day. I love you guys so much. Lisa's got anxiety. Oh, Lisa, come here, Lisa. Let me give you a hug. I could use a hug too, Lisa. Come on. Oh, I'm sorry, Lisa. Mucko, very nice place. Thank you, Mucko. Welcome. Anne says, you won't see me. I don't show myself, Welshman. You will see my guest. Yep. Anne's a faceless channel as well. Right on. Peter Pan says, take care. See you later. All right. I'll see you guys later. Have a wonderful day. All right. You just want to hear her voice? She's got a great voice. She's beautiful. Yes, she's beautiful. All right, folks. We'll see you this afternoon. All right. I love you guys. Bye, everybody.